I might not do a video this weekend, so I mean I might do it anyway. Just depends on the requests that I get. Why do I always fall for these requests? Special people, they don't know it. But anyway, um, there was a when I was a kid around 5 there at Minnehaha Street when Frank and the Anglin brothers were stalking me. This would have been before they went to Alcatraz and before they did the Zodiac Killer things, but they had already killed the Black Dahlia and other things. But anyway, and also the Texas Moonlight Murders, Texarkana Moonlight Murders. But anyway, um, I usually would go to the skating rink. My mom washed her clothes at a laundromat next to the skating rink, and I would go to the skating rink and skate. And then when I finished, I'd come back and we would go home. But one time I wanted to skate really, really bad because they had some special skate that day. And she didn't need. She said, "I don't have any clothes to wash." And I asked her, "Can you just take me over there and drop me off?" She didn't want to do it. And I told her I was going to walk up there, and because we lived, maybe 6 or 8 blocks away. Actually, we lived a little more like a mile away, but I thought it was only a few blocks because I was just a little kid. And she told me, "No, you can't walk that far, and by yourself or whatever." And she said, "I'll take you up there." And she took me. She dropped me off. She said, "Wait here for me, and I'll come back at a certain time." We figured out what time she needed to come back, and when I was skating, I was just a little kid. I didn't know how to skate, so I would get 2 or 3 skate moves in, and I'd fall down and bounce back up and get 2 or 3 more, and I would just they said I looked like a rubber ball bouncing around and around, but I would just keep doing it because I really loved skating, and I wanted to learn how to do it like the other kids. And I didn't know it, but Frank was watching all of this through the door. Either that or he had paid for a ticket and got in, or talked them into letting him come in, saying that he was, family to somebody or whatever. I mean, he knew how to do stuff without having to pay anybody anything. And I went outside for my mom to pick me up, and she wasn't there. And Frank comes up to me, smoking a cigarette, and he starts talking to me. He says, "Hey, it looked like you're having a good time there skating." And I go, "Yeah." And he goes, "Yeah, but you fall down a lot." And I go, "Well, yeah, because I don't know how to skate yet." And he said, "Well, me and my friends are like that. They say we fall down and we get back up a lot. We keep going. They kind of can't believe that we're still doing what we're doing." And he was talking about murder, not skating, okay? And he says, "Is your mother going to come and pick you up?" And I go, "Yeah, she'll be here in a minute." And he goes, "Yeah. Well, you know what? Me and my friends could give you a ride home." He has this New York accent. "Me and my friends could give you a ride home if you want." And I told him, "No, my mom said for me to wait for her." And he goes, "Yeah, but all these kids here, their parents say for them to wait, and they'll get in the car with us, and we take them home a lot. We give kids a ride. You can ask them." And who was I going to ask? He knew I didn't really know anybody there. I came, I skated, and I left. And I think I'd only been skating 2 or 3 times anyway. And he's trying to talk me into this and trying to talk me into this, and I'm almost falling for it, but I'm like, he said, I'll get my friends to bring a car around. Because I told him, "How are you going to give me a ride? You don't have a car." And he said, "I'll get my friends to bring a car around." And he made a couple motions, and they brought the car around. And I go, "Where?" He said, "See, there's the car over there." And I go, "Well, gee, can I look at it?" And he goes, "Yeah, sure, come on over." Stupid me. I walk over to the car, and I kind of look into it, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm wasting time here, because what the heck is looking into a car? It doesn't prove anything, and it's still not my car. I'm not going to get into it. But I didn't tell him that, and I just told him, "Nah, you know what? I think I should wait for my mom." And he goes, "Come on, man, don't be afraid. We can take you home." "Well, you know what? Let me call your mom. I'll call your mom. Give me your phone number. I'll call your mom, and she'll give us permission." And I go, "My mom told me not to give my phone number to anybody, and besides, I think she was doing something else and wasn't at home." "Oh, yeah. Okay," he says. And he goes away for a little while, and then he comes back. I'm still waiting for Mom. He comes back and he says, "You he goes, we called your mom. We went ahead and called your mom. And I go, so how did you get the phone number? He goes, we got our ways of getting numbers and things that we need, you know. And I said, yeah. And he goes, yeah. And she said it's okay. We could go ahead and bring you home. If you want to come on and get in the car, we'll just go in and take you home. And just that pressure of come on, get in the car, I knew something wasn't right. So I just told him, no, I'm going to wait for my mom. And I think while we're standing there talking about it, you know, she drove up. And I go, there she is. And he goes, okay. And he walked off because he didn't really want her to see him, I guess. And I went home. That was the end of it. But, you know, this guy, Frank Morris, with his cigarette in his left hand, you probably see it in my right hand here because when I take videos, it switches things around. And, you know, he's just constantly dragging on that cigarette between each word that he says, and he's talking with his New York accent, very authoritative and parental. Come on, you can go with us. Just get in the car, you know, it's okay, it'll be all right. And you feel like you're talking to someone who's in prison, you know, I mean, talking like a prisoner. And I'm going, no, I'm not going to do it. And you can see he really wants it bad. It's, oh, come on, we're going to. And in his mind, he's thinking we're going to cut your throat, you know, and torture you. And we really want to see you screaming and having fun. Well, we're going to be having fun, and you're not. Okay, this last little bit, I'm making things up that I think that Frank was saying. Just wanted to make this little video for you to get you through the weekend, and hopefully I'll think of something else for you later. Goodbye.